First, we need to get our sugarcane. So I bought this at the market and I seized the opportunity to have the seller peel the sugarcane for me because I wasn't about to go through that stress. I made him peel it and cut it into smaller bits for me. So here I was just selecting the ones that I wanted, the ones that were kind of juicy and robust were the ones that I selected, and then he was just going to peel them and then cut them up for me. In the north, when you want to get sugarcane, they usually they don't cut them into tiny quarters like this. You can literally get half of like a whole stick to yourself, and then you get to peel it, and then you just like bite it off. They don't even necessarily cut it into small bits for you like this, even though there are sellers that do this. But once you get them for yourself at home, and the way they normally would buy for us as kids, we would be the ones to just sit down with like half a whole stick of sugarcane and just be biting it off and chewing and sucking all the juice in the sugarcane. So it was fun. But for this tutorial, I really was not going to stress myself. I just wanted to get home and get right into making the juice. Growing up, my grandma of blessed memory would always get sugarcane. My maternal grandma, she loved sugar. Like, this woman had such a sweet tooth, such that even if I as a child asked her to make me some tea, I would like complain that the sugar in the tea is too much, it's too sweet. That was how much of a sweet tooth she had. Back at the house, this is what I had. So I cut mine into quarters to make them smaller because I was using a blender to make this. I rinsed this properly, and then I peeled and chopped a small clove of ginger just to add a little bit of heat and flavor. Okay, so into your blender, you're going to add in your sugar cane, and then you're going to add in your ginger. But what I did, since I was using a blender that is not a heavy duty blender, I had to add some water to blend. I think even if you're using a heavy duty blender, you have to add some water. The water would kind of help dilute the sugar a bit, but not too much, because sugarcane is like pure sugar, so it's still going to be really sweet. However, what I did was I split my sugarcane into two, and then I blended half with some water. I strained it and used the juice of the first half to blend the second half so that I wouldn't have to add water again. Even as at now, you can see that it wasn't blending because the water wasn't enough, so I had to go in with some more water, and then it started to blend. So if you're using even a heavy duty blender, you'd have to add some water. But don't you worry, you're still making sugarcane juice because it's still going to taste amazing. So you're just going to blend this until it's completely smooth, and until you get a very fine blend that we are going to strain. To strain this, you're going to use a cheesecloth. Okay, if you do not have a cheesecloth, you have to get one. Otherwise, you're going to have bits and pieces of sugarcane shaft in your drink, and it's not going to taste nice. So after the first blend of the first half of my sugarcane, here I'm using my cheesecloth strainer to strain the juice so that I can use that juice to blend the second half of my sugarcane. I hope you understand. So I'm just going to pass this through the sieve. Now, this is something that you would need to go in with your hands, because all of the juice is not going to come out on its own. You have to press and squeeze it out to ensure that you get every single juice from this sugarcane. Okay, so of course my hands were thoroughly washed. If you notice during the course of the video, at some point you'd see that my hands are wet and then they're dry and then they're wet. It's because I washed them as I'm working. So if you prefer to use gloves, go ahead and put on your gloves, but just make sure that you have clean hands, and then you're going to go in with your hands. At first I pressed this down with a spoon, but it really wasn't getting out all of the juices, so I had to go in with my hand and just like squeeze, and really I got out every single bit of juice this way by squeezing with my hands. Okay, you're going to continue this until you extract all the juice from this part of the sugarcane, and then we're going to go ahead and blend the second part. Sugarcane is something that is very, very prominent in the north northern part of Nigeria, everyone has sugarcane, and so it's something that we always eat. You just bite into it, chew it, and suck out the juice and throw the shaft away, and things like that. But having it this way is so refreshing, and it's so better than having carbonated drinks. This drink is better than having carbonated drinks. It's so sweet, yet it's healthy because it's natural sugar, and then there's a bit of ginger in there, which is going to help with your immune system, and also going to give you that refreshing taste. Okay, this is the shaft that we have from squeezing. You can see how lifeless it looks. It's very dry. Okay, we've squeezed out all the juice. So into our blender, we're going to go in with the second half of our sugarcane, which is basically the rest of the sugarcane that I had set aside, and then I'm going to add in all of the juice just so that it blends with ease. You're going to just add in your juice that you just extracted and blend this until it is smooth, and then you're going to strain it again. That way you get every single bit of your sugarcane juice, and it's going to be sweet but not too sweet, because the little bit of water we added in there earlier helps us dilute the sweetness a bit, but if you have a juicer which can take sugarcane, then you can use a juicer for this. However, not all juicers can work with sugarcane, so you have to be careful so you don't destroy your juicer. And for juicers, people who use juicers, they usually don't cut the sugarcane into bits. They just peel the back of the sugarcane and pass it through the juicer, as it's a stick like that. But I recommend that you use a blender. Everyone has a blender, and it's something that is quick and easy to use. If you are not sure of cutting the sugarcane yourself, have the seller cut it for you into bits. It's going to make it much easier for you. Okay, you're just going to repeat the same process and squeeze till you extract all of that good juice. And so guys, here is what we have. This is our beautiful juice, and this is our shaft. Okay, all the shaft that we have. You're just going to refrigerate this, so you can have this two ways. Okay, you can either just refrigerate it this way and enjoy it while it's cold. This drink is best served cold. Or you can be like me and add in some sliced cucumbers. So now what the cucumbers does is that it adds freshness to this drink. The ginger gives it this ginger flavor, and it also gives it a little bit of heat, right? But to balance out that heat and flavor, just add in a few cucumber slices, refrigerate this. The cucumber is going to make it refreshing. You're just going to feel like you're taking a refreshing drink that is sweet, okay, and enjoy cold. Of course, you have to strain it again now that you've added cucumbers, and that is what we have. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I really do hope you tried this recipe. Don't forget to share this video to your loved ones, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a beautiful Christmas.